Hi everyone. So I'm going to be doing a few helpful hints. I recently applied at Hollister, and I actually had an interview yesterday. So my hair, what is this? So I'm going to give you a few tips and stuff that I wrote down to help you guys. Sorry about the noise. So yeah. Okay, so basically, I was trying to get this video up for the longest, but I just couldn't seem to do it. Okay, so, so yesterday was my interview and at Hollister. I do have to apply, and I applied online at their website and stuff, and I applied for a model position, and model. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and explain what a model is if you don't know. A model is basically just their name of a sales associate, like register and all that stuff. And then they have impact, which is stock room. Actually, I was going to apply for the stock room, but then I changed my mind. I don't know. So yeah. What else? I went into the interview yesterday at 4. Yesterday was Tuesday, and I went in, and I just went in. I went up to the cash register person or whatever, and I said, "Hi, I'm here for an interview." And she said, "Okay, we'll just sit down there at the lounge." And there was like already like 5 people there. Like 5 people were applying for a model position, and 5 people were applying for, I think, for the impact. I keep forgetting. But yeah, but I applied for the model position. But anyway, we waited for a few minutes, Then the manager finally came, and she told us to sign in on these 2 papers. And one was for impact and one was for model. And of course, I signed up for model. And then after all that, we went, she called for the impact people. She wanted to interview them first. So she took them outside the store and she interviewed them first. So then, after that, about a few minutes later, about 10 minutes later, she called for the model people who were interviewing for the model. She called them. And then we went outside and she asked us a few questions. And they weren't like hard questions, but you know, in your mind you think they're really, really hard because you're trying to get a job, and they're not that many questions. Like seriously, not that many questions. But yeah, we went out there, she asked us questions, and I'm gonna tell you the questions that she asked, and I'm trying to remember the question that she asked. But yeah, it was kind of fun because, like, she was young. Like, everybody at Hollister is, like, young adult, teen young adult. So, it was really comfortable environment, and that's what I really, really like. There were, like, 3 boys there, and 3 girls. So, that was a plus. I don't know. Maybe 6 people. I don't know. But yeah, another thing, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and talk about the questions. Alright, so one of the first questions that they asked that I can remember, well, I'm just going to tell you the major question that you need to know. Major question that you need to know is, what is diversity, and what does it mean to you, and how can you use diversity in the workplace? Now, if you don't know what diversity means, I'm going to tell you what I know. Like, I'm not going to tell you what I said because, it was an interview. It went by so fast, and I was really, really nervous, and, I knew because I looked it up online, which I'm going to recommend for you guys to do. But, yeah. So, diversity, she or he is going to ask you about diversity, and basically my definition of diversity was different backgrounds, different races, different races and backgrounds coming together to create an exciting and a good work environment. So something along the lines of that. I'm sorry if I couldn't remember it all, and that was pretty crappy, but sorry. Okay. Alright, so I don't remember, and she asked me, another question she asked was, tell me about yourself. Actually, that's one of the first things we did. When we got there, the first thing, we was standing like in a circle, like kind of like half circle thing, like, I don't know. And she just told us all to just, sorry, I gotta go back. Sorry about that. Anyway, like I was saying, yeah, we had to stand in a half circle, and she just asked us around the circle. Well, I think she started with me first. No, she started with the girl, another girl first. And we had to just say her name and something about us, tell us about ourselves, and so, yeah, that's what she did. And then she started asking the questions. And I was first. Like, I mean, a lot of people don't want to go first, and it's a good thing to not go first, but it's also a good thing to go first, because if you know what you're talking about, you know what you're going to say, then it's great for me to go first. But anyway, I went first for all the questions, but I knew I researched it. I knew I researched it for a reason. Like, I had this feeling that I was going to, you know, have to do it first, like answer the questions first or whatever. So yeah, another question I think she asked was, how would your family and friends describe you? And I said, I said determined, because actually, and don't be like, I wasn't planning on telling you guys what I said, because I don't want you guys to copy what I said, take the easy way out of this, but just research it. Like, before you apply or before you go to the interview, research it. You research it, I promise you, you'll do great. That's what, and I feel confident about how I did. So yeah. Okay. So that's pretty much it. That's all I can remember. Like I said, research all the questions. I found all the questions that they asked me, like all the questions that I researched, I found them all online. So just go online and check it out. Okay, so now I am going to be getting to what to wear part. Now, many people that I researched on YouTube and places, they say wear the Hollister clothes and all that jazz. But if you don't have Hollister, because Hollister is a really expensive store to like not work at, really store to shop at, really expensive store to shop at. And I have one shirt Hollister, and you would understand if like you don't really, I mean, that's why you get a job. I mean, you want to be able to afford it, and they give you a really, really cool discount. But I'm praying I just get the job so I can just, anyway, what I wore a pink Hollister shirt. I was gonna wear like white and navy, like most of the people weren't wearing, but I didn't think that really mattered. I mean, if they just looked at that, I mean, obviously that's kind of discriminating, because you don't want to just look at what somebody wears when you go to an interview. Like, that's just my opinion. Like, I don't know. Okay, I wore also a navy skirt because I don't wear pants. But anyway, don't judge. Yeah. What else? I wore flats. I actually wore these flats right here. These flats. Yup, I wore those flats because I didn't have flip-flops or anything like that. And I wanted to look nicer, but you don't want to dress up. That's another thing. You don't want to dress up for a Hollister interview or Apostle or anything like that. You want to look nice, but you don't want to dress up like a regular interview. So that's great advice. What else? I'm trying to think. What else? Your hair. I wore my hair sort of like this. It was, of course, it looked a lot better, and it was a little more curly, but kind of like falling curls like this. I don't know. Of course, my hair just went through a day like this. I don't know. Yeah. So, what else? I was really nervous. This is the thing that helped me calm my nerves when I got there. The environment itself kind of helped me because it was like people my age, and I haven't been around people my age in like a really long while now, so it helped calm my nerves a little, but I was still nervous. I mean, you're going to be nervous, of course, it's an interview, and you have competition if you're there by, like, I don't know, you're there, but just breathe and you'll be fine. You'll practice. It don't sound rehearsed now. Don't sound rehearsed, because then you don't want to sound too rehearsed. But let the questions come natural to you. Put them in your own words. If you do research them online, put them in your own words, because you don't want to sound rehearsed or anything like that. I don't want to even think out. What else was there to talk about? Makeup. I don't wear makeup. That wasn't a problem for me at all. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I got interrupted again. Oh my goodness. But that's pretty much it. There's, again, if you get interviewed, they say they're gonna call you within a week, or a couple days, or a week. If they don't call you within a couple weeks, they'll tell you that it means you don't getting it, so they don't have a position for you. So, and this glare is so bad. But yeah, that's it. Sorry about the glare, it's like really bad. But yeah, that's it. So thank you guys. If you have any questions, just comment down below and I will try to answer your questions.